What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. Truth Hurst Show. I think this episode 40. I'm not sure what number. We be doing a lot of these. We gonna jump right into it. On the Truth Hurst Show, we talk about the drill culture, things outside the drill culture, and just life in general. Just being a man, being an adult. Yeah, this for the women too, but I be talking to the men on this shit too, but I want the women to come through on here too because, we all can learn from this shit. We all humans. First thing I want to say is, man the fuck up, woman the fuck up. It's time to get off your ass and do something. Stop asking your mama for $10. Stop asking your daddy for $10. You too damn grown for that. What the fuck is $10 gonna do for you? You can't be satisfied with getting $20 from your grandma and shit. It's time for you to grow the fuck up, go get you a job, and take care of your parents. They done took care of you long enough. Now, if you're little and you're young, you're a teenager, and you can't do that kind of shit, make sure you keep the house clean. Make sure you treat your mother with the most respect. You treat your daddy with the most respect. You treat your grandparents with the most respect. You take them out to eat. Stop playing that Family Dollar shit with them, man. Save some money. Put some money to the side. This your parents. Show them that they raised a great kid. Let's get straight into this shit, though. FBGDuck and Oblock, that been trending all over the internet. Paperwork leaking. Is it real? Is it not? We done heard Mama Duck speak on this, I ain't gonna lie, I done said this several times. I think Mama Duck got a gentle mental. But I seen the one day on there, she kind of was crying, was real shooken up, and I don't think people understand that she go through a lot on this shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really see Mama Duck earlier in the culture. Her death, FBGDuck death forced her in the culture. I don't think people realize that. I be hearing a lot of people talk a lot of negative shit sometimes. It's a lot of support for Mama Duck, but the people out here negative don't understand, she was pushed in the culture by the violence that happened to her son. You know what I'm saying? She wants justice for her son. I think it's dope. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to grieve with 1 million viewers always watching you every step. Screenshot your comments and all kind of shit. You feel me? So I understand Mama Duck. But FBGDuck and Oblock case been going viral, paperwork. The more and more we hearing things, it just feel like this was very sloppy. I tell people this, if you're going to do a hit downtown in the Gold Coast, that type of neighborhood, you got to have this shit planned out. You got to have blueprints. Y'all got to be sitting at the table eating pizza, discussing this shit for months and, years at a time to try to break through and do some shit like this. This just felt real sloppy in my opinion. And the more things coming out, it kind of feel like, the feds is real strong with this shit here. If this the information we get now, imagine what we don't know. Imagine what they got hidden in the pocket, But all this is allegedly at the end of the day. With all this information folding and all kind of shit, we still ain't heard nobody take no agreements, take no deals, or nothing like that. So it seems like these guys gonna take this to trial. We gonna let this play out. Ain't nothing new I can tell you about this. We gonna let this play out. We hearing rumors about Kenny Mac. We done heard rumors about C murder and all kind of shit. But we gonna let this play out. I don't got no update on this. But the same shit y'all been hearing, But like I say, this case is gonna start, I believe, towards the fall of this year. So more information is leaking every day. We gonna let this just play out on Truth Tellers. Next thing I want to talk about, Timo did an interview with Fuchsia's TV. I thought the Timo interview was dope because I thought he was finna get on there and be rah-rah, see you. Instead, he got on there and was calm. Dirk dissed him. Dirk even named him. That gave him a chance to build back up with Dirk name dropping you, But he got on Fuchsia's TV and he didn't go real hard. He didn't go aggressive. He played it cool, played it smart, played it player, said Dirk, paid for his lawyer, all kind of shit. He didn't go on there dissing him, disrespecting him, and none of that shit. He kept it cool. And I think that was the smart way, He wasn't finna get on this internet and let anybody get him out of character. I thought that was dope, Do I really believe every 100%? No, but I think that was dope, you know what I'm saying? That's a song at the end of the day. Yeah, it is bad blood between them, but them guys beefing because of business. Business, okay? So whatever else happened, I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying the business aspect. He wasn't selling. Timo said he was selling. These guys ain't knuckled up. These guys ain't hit each other. Cool. We part and gone about your business, But he didn't really diss Timo real hard, but he did name drop him. But Timo took the grown man right out. I thought that was dope, man. I'm used to these interviews. Guys get an opportunity to go crazy. and he didn't take that opportunity. You know, he could have trolled Lil Durk. He could have went viral. You know, I'm not saying he should have went, you know, but I'm saying if he wanted to, he could have went viral. He could have did an interview, got real crazy, dissed him, disrespectful, loud, veins popping all out his neck, and went viral on the internet. But instead, he took the player route. He was calm, cool, collected. I thought that was player, in my opinion. I want to tell you something too. I've been seeing a lot of videos about exposing people, snitches and shit like that. I don't want to be a part of that. I tell people that now. I ain't a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. We released the Memo600 arrest video because we thought Memo600 was in the arrest room, and you know what people say, he did what he had to do. We wanted to show the world how the police was trying to turn him against people, and he didn't fall for the bait. That's why we uplifted. That's why we uploaded that. We uploaded the Bezu video because we thought that was strong for Bezu to say, man, I don't want to talk to you, and that was it. He didn't say anything else. He chilled. That was done. You know, that's why we uploaded that video. We're not into trying to expose nobody as being a snitch, as being a rat, or anything like that. We don't do anything like that. Now, if it's a video come out, the shit go viral about you doing some police shit, then we'll blog about it. But we not into exposing people. That's past our level. That's dangerous. A lot of these guys still live in these communities. You got to put everything in consideration before you do things like that. A lot of these guys got kids, they got families, they got friends, and people don't understand these certain situations and shit. It can be a situation where a guy can say, hey, he got a gun, he tried to shoot me. Shit, you might say, nah, he had a gun, he tried to shoot me. That's not really telling on each other. You guys are into a war and shit, so you know, anything that looks weird, people just saying telling. So I just want to tell people, we're not into exposing anybody. Now, if something happen, we gonna speak on it, but we're not into that. That's a little past our level. So I don't want anybody to link Truth Teller TV to exposing anybody or snitches or anything like that. We not on anything like that. Another thing I want to tell you, because this is real, you know, people be talking about friendship and friendship. You gotta be careful what the fuck you call your friends. You know, all that bro shit is weird. Because a motherfucker smoked the 3-5 with you, that don't mean they your bro. You feel me? A motherfucker bought you one of them small ass Hennessy bottles, that's not your sis. Be smart now, you know, because I tell people this all the time. Your enemy ain't always the motherfucker who dissing you and want to do something to you. They ain't always your op. Sometimes your op is the motherfucker who's sitting there while some motherfucker disrespecting you and slandering your name, and they just sitting there letting it happen. That's an op too. Don't. That's an op too, in my opinion. You know, be smart. This is 2023. It was a lot of people saying, "New year, new me." It's a lot of y'all that still the same. I'm still waiting to see a lot of these new people. You feel me? It's the real shit. Fuck all that life quote. I hate quotes. I use a lot of quotes, but my life is not a life quote. You know, all these perfect ass quotes. That's why your life is fucked up, because you're listening to these fake ass quotes. No quote fit my life, because my life is not a quote. You know, my life is real. I be angry, I be happy, I be moody, I be good, I'm spiritual. Sometimes I get mean, and I'm a real individual. So I tell people that shit. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, man, let's start treating the kids right. Let's start making sure the households is right. You feel me? Stop smoking weed in front of them kids. Stop cussing in front of them kids. Y'all stop fighting in these toxic ass relationships in front of these kids and shit, because they watching that shit. They gonna grow up doing that shit, thinking that's how you supposed to do that shit. Be smart on that shit. Remember, the way y'all treat each other affects the kids. You can be abusing your kids and don't even know you abusing your kids. What the fuck you talking about? I don't abuse my kids. I ain't beating none of my kids. Check this out. You're robbing them of a happy household. You know, when dad is doing shit, the mama pissing her off, getting her irritated, got her mind frustrated, she confused, she argumentative, she not a happy person. That type of mom is just kind of just fucked up in the head at the moment. That's who the kids get as a mother. You're robbing the kids of a happy mother because you giving her that energy. Same shit with mom. You steady nagging dad, steady doing this shit to dad. Dad looking at your phone, seeing these numbers and all kind of shit. He angry, he distant, he don't want to be around nobody. You're robbing the kids of their father's happiness. This shit ain't about y'all. Wising the fuck up. I wanted to tell y'all that. And cut out all the rumors, because the internet is filled with rumors. That's one thing I can tell you as I've been doing these interviews and shit. It's a lot of things that I hear that's rumors. And it's a lot of things that I don't know that ain't rumors. One thing we've been hearing that's real on a policey meter is a guy by the name of Poo Poo. I had an opportunity to interview Poo Poo, man. You know, Chief Keef shot him out in songs. He been in the drill culture for a long time. You know, his name went viral. Blog site by the name of Chicago Scene 88 put him in a documentary. I think Chicago Scene 88 is a dope documentarian, but you know, some of his videos are very edgy. He put him in a documentary that was alleging him to ties to all kind of shit like this and street shit, and even a guy by the name of JoJo. He was linking him to things about JoJo that I thought was crazy for a blogger to link somebody who's really living and out here on the street to somebody, you know, who might have lost their life due to gun violence. You know, when I interviewed Poo Poo went straight into that. You know, he didn't like any of this talk about his name. He went straight into that. This is what Poo Poo told me.
Yeah, like danger and all. I mean, yeah and all though, but you know, because there's too much chasing going around and the internet don't know what they talking about. You feel me? Like a lot of shit, like y'all weak ass people on Instagram steady tagging and putting shit under my picture, all that JoJo shit and all. Get y'all police ass the fuck on, bro. On phone. That's what I don't like. Yeah. Yeah, and motherfuckers don't know what's going on and then, you know, react off of that the shit they putting on the net. That's gonna be on them.
As you can see, Poo Poo didn't hold his tongue. He went straight into that. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say what happened, anything happened. I'm just here to bring you the news that be covered up, you know, in this drill culture. But I thought those were strong words that Poo Poo said in the culture. That's why I say it's things that's in the culture that people say that's very strong. And, you know, I'll be lucky enough to get an opportunity to sit in these rooms and speak with some of these people. You know, a lot of people don't understand that this is real life. You know, this ain't fake. This is reality. This is what's really going on in the streets. The drill culture is growing and it's expanding. And unfortunately, like I say, when it comes to the entertainment field, some people are not taking it as entertainment because it's a lot of violence in it, and I can't lie. It's a lot of people losing their lives. You know, Chicago is a beautiful ass city once we get past all the wickedness, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business too. Get out motherfucker business. You gotta be in your own business. Mind your business. But if you is gonna be in somebody's business, then just be in their business then. I don't like it. You feel what I'm saying? Just mind your business. But I always tell people, just because a motherfucker hating on you, don't be angry. You remember when people always say, man, if you don't got haters, then you ain't popping. That's real shit. You know, stop always being angry because you say a motherfucker hating on you. You doing good. You gotta understand, do you know how hard it is for a motherfucker to leave their problems at the crib, to come talk about your problems, talk about you, disrespect you, talk about all your problems? You feel me? You know how fucking hard that shit is? A motherfucker going through all kind of shit. Baby daddy cheating on him, baby mama cheating on him, all kind of shit. They ain't paid the bills in 6 months, all kind of shit. Car broke down, all kind of shit, and they ain't even worried about their problems. They so busy talking about your motherfucking problems. That's success. So, you feel me? Go ahead, man. What you eat don't make the next man shit. Remember that. You feel me? Fuck with who fuck with you. End of story. People always tell me, if you give me some advice on life, I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not a life coach. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to give you some advice, let's check this out. They get their popcorn. They be ready to hear some long-ass story they don't finna give them, and I tell them, fuck with who fuck with you. End of story. Okay? Fuck you talking about. This is real shit, man. Last thing I want to say, man. Oh, Von, I want to talk about KingVon new album coming out, man. KingVon new album coming out. But before I say that, man, I be seeing a lot of people doing a lot of weird shit on social media. Social media done changed everybody. It changed my life. It changed a lot of people's lives, but it didn't change. It's a lot of people acting weird on this social media shit. You know, it's a lot of people just talking to their phone. You hang with their homies, they just put a phone out and all. I mean, you can't chill or nothing. The internet has changed everybody, you feel me? And then another thing, it got guys acting crazy, gangsters pulling guns out, you know, want to act like they just the most demons motherfucker on earth. All the women out here showing their ass, showing their pussy, all kind of shit on social media. Ain't nothing hidden no more, no more shock value, none of that shit. I think a lot of people forgot this. I think this is very important, and I want to say this right now. I want everybody right now to pay attention to this real quick. And it's only gonna be a couple seconds. This ain't gonna be 5 minutes. It's gonna be about 6 seconds. But I want everybody to pay close attention. I'm gonna get close. play close attention, because I think a lot of people forget about this shit. You know, this internet shit, it clouds our brain, and we tend to forget about a lot of what's going on. But I want you to understand this. 1,000 likes do not equal success. I'm some real shit. Look at me. 200 people followed you today. It didn't equal no success. Your family and how they look at you, you know, that's the success. On some real shit. Them 1,500 likes you got on that post, that's not success. Don't let this internet shit fool you. KingVon got a new album finna drop. Track shocked the world and told the whole world about that. I think that's dope in my opinion. I think the whole world was waiting on that. You know, Von ass was working. That boy was working. He left us with a lot of music. We don't even know if he got another album coming, but he was working. You feel me? The fact that he still got more music and shit like that lets you know Von was putting in that work. I don't know what he would name it though, you know. Just think about that. I want to take some time. I'm gonna be looking in the comment section too. I'm actually watching this video as it's dropping. You feel me? I actually recorded it a little while ago, but I'm watching it right now. So I'm in the comment section. I'm watching. I want to know, what would y'all name this album? I'm gonna let y'all think about that and drop them in the comment section. While a lot of y'all hitting the other people who not leaving them in the comment, make sure y'all hit that like button. Turn me up. It ain't no way I shouldn't have a couple hundred likes on this video. You feel me? But let me know, what would y'all name KingVon album? Drop it in the comment section. But I'm not sure what Von would have named it. You feel me? He was dope though. I'm gonna tell you another thing about Von, in my opinion. It almost still feel like he here. You feel me? That's how much people speak his name. That's how much his name is still being brought up in the air. That's how much the blogs still talk about him. That's how much the internet still speak on him. It's like he never left. It's like Von is still here. Von was dope. It's like, if you really think about this shit, you feel me? He had things about him though, you know, that wasn't so dope as the internet portrays it. He had things about him, you know, that the internet says he was very dangerous. And things like that. The internet claims that he had bodies and all kind of shit like that. You know, I'm not here to speak on that. You got to remember, a lot of these things came out when Von passed away. You got to remember, it's a very high priority for CPD, Chicago Police Department, to close a lot of cases that happen. You know, so it's a possibility Von was a part of a lot of things. I'm not here to speak on that now. We're only here to speak on his music, and I think he was a dope artist. Now, is he the king of drill? I think he was on his way of climbing there, you know, in my opinion. He was speaking things in the streets that street people really related to. But I just wanted to know, in my opinion, it's not really one of them times where I want to speak on him. I want to know from, you know, the audience who be watching this, what would you name KingVon new album? If he was here, what do you think he'd name it? Drop it in the comment section for me for a little minute. I want to speak on Memo600 when we get done dropping them in the comment section. Yeah, man. These are my notes right here I'm looking at. Okay, we're going to get the memo. I'm pretty sure y'all dropped some dope. I wanted some dope names of albums in that comment section. Hopefully somebody will be watching it and maybe it'll catch the added track. 100K, his manager. I actually speak with him a couple times too. Memo600 going viral on Clubhouse, beefing with the whole Oblock, all kind of people. You know, man, look, Memo don't seem like he worried about anybody. Memo be straight on this internet shit, going wild, going hard on this shit. Clubhouse that became a staple for him. If you ask me, he one of the famous people on that shit. He as famous as Wack is on that shit, in my opinion. They should cut him a check. You know, I heard somebody else say that. I totally agree with that. I'm not gonna lie, it do seem like Memo is catching a lot of enemies. That can be dangerous. It seems like he catching a lot of flack. Remember, he got enemies like the ops and shit from back in the day, and then now with his homeboys, that double him up, you know? But it seems like Memo's a little older. You gotta remember, I don't think he's like a teenager or in his early 20s. I think he probably pushing 30, if not around that age. So he seemed like he's a pretty smart dude. He understands what's going on. I don't think Memo one of the dudes that's finna just be hanging on the corner smoking a blunt where some shit can happen to him. You know, he not one of the dudes that stand in line. You can clearly tell. Even when he was in 600, he didn't stand in line. He was speaking his mind. That's why he was beefing with some of the guys around him and them. And then when he got to OTF, he speaking his mind. So, you know, he one of the dudes that don't seem like he gonna fall in line. To be honest with you, he was buzzing. It was once upon a time he was hotter than KingVon. I'm not sure if people realize that. It was once upon a time Memo600 was like the hottest shit popping in this music shit, and he still got a fan base. When I look at my analytics, the fans love Memo600. He's one of the biggest drill artists in this shit right now without really dropping music on a consistent basis. But when he dropped, he hit 1 million. Now don't get me wrong. Memo600 actually gained a lot of this fame without doing diss records. You know, don't get me wrong, a lot of his dissing came on like lives and internet, you know, content and shit like that. But when it comes to his music, he's not really heavy on the dissing on the music, you know. He's one of the drill rappers that did millions of views on songs that wasn't really diss songs. You know, that's a lot of drill rappers that can't really do that. So we got to look at Memo600 as one of the titans in the drill culture. I think he is crossing the line to a titan in the drill culture, in my opinion. You know, it ain't so much about sales when it comes to the drill culture, but I think his momentum and, you know, just the viewership that he brings to his name when it drop on those videos is very strong. But, you know, keep the donations to yourself. I'm finna get ready and get up out of here, man. It's Saturday. A lot of shit coming out. I got some new exclusive interviews dropping, man. I ain't gonna tell you right now. I want to hold some of them under wraps, but shout out to Wild Hunters, man. We had the Wild Hunters in here today. I thought that was a dope interview. The culture needed that. And I got an exclusive, a goodie interview that I'm gonna drop for you guys. You guys gonna love that one. I'm gonna hold that under wraps because I haven't did it yet. But I believe I'm gonna be able to do that interview maybe in the next 30 or 45 minutes. But if I do it, I'm gonna let y'all know. But I appreciate the love. That's the homie True Teller Street for it.